Okay.
But although
All
I
right.
would
Okay.
say,
So, ladies
his
and gentlemen,
MPs,
you know, let's take things at face value for a minute, because all of us are jaded and skeptical about all sorts of things. Rahul Gandhi has come and said the right thing. What his brother-in-law said a few days ago was not the right thing. I don't know with what logic he was saying it, but to try to allude that Hindus were stripped and killed uh, on the basis of their religious identity in Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir, because Narendra Modi got elected a few years ago and because Muslims are scared. That's what he said. I think that was really tone deaf, and what thought deaf it was, I think this was the wrong thing to say. And people are going to judge you on what you say and do. So now we have to make a judgment call on what happens. It is the job of opposition to hold the government accountable for whatever goes wrong in the country. I respect that. All of us should respect that. You will make a judgment call. More breaking developments coming in. We're going to be absorbing a lot of things rapid fire. Megha, my colleague, is with me in studio. She'll just take us through this, because I've just been told, Megha, that the UK Prime Minister has now spoken with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Yes, absolutely. There have been condolences messages that have been pouring in from all across the globe, and Sir Keir Starmer, who's the Prime Minister of United Kingdom, has also spoken to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, expressing his sorrow and condoling the brutal attack that led to the death of those 27 people on 22nd. We are also getting to know, just a few moments ago, there was the Netherlands Prime Minister who had also spoken to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and expressed sorrow and distress over that brutal terror attack that took place. In fact, there were the envoys from all across the globe, whether it was United Kingdom or Russia, France. They all were brought into the South Block at the Ministry of External Affairs, and they were given a briefing about this terror attack by the External Affairs Minister himself.
Okay. So put some perspective in this, Megha, because what efforts are we now doing to brief different countries about what's going on and what's actually happening? Because obviously you can argue that it took him 3 days to call, but then there are scheduling conversations. Not necessary that we were available to take that call immediately either. So I'll give that grace on technicality, because it's been several days since the attack took place. The Canadian Prime Minister did eventually respond. Maybe took his time to draft something in the right fashion, but again, response was not alacritous, but okay, all right. Der aay durust hai, we believe in this country. But what efforts are we making now to engage with the various foreign missions?
Yes, absolutely. I think a message needs to be sent out clear, loud and clear, and that's exactly is what is being done by the Ministry of External Affairs. Like I said, the envoys from countries all across the globe were gathered at the Ministry of External Affairs in South Block, the headquarters, from China to Qatar to Bahrain to Saudi Arabia, talking about all the European nations, United States of America, Canada, China. They all were brought in, and the message that was sent out to them was that this is a heinous attack that has taken place on the soil of India in Kashmir, and there is the Pakistan link that has emerged, and India is going to be taking all strong action against the perpetrators. Now it becomes extremely important, because there are, false dubious narratives that are being peddled by Pakistan as well. There was in fact an interview that was taken on a British television news channel. It was the Defense Minister of Pakistan who came out and made that statement, and inadvertently actually admitted that for several decades and years, Pakistan has been doing the dirty job of training terrorists or harboring terrorists at the behest of the British,
Yes.
at the behest of the United States of America. So in a situation
everybody
such
knows.
as this,
Yeah,
yes.
everybody knows. Everybody knows. I mean, you don't to convince me that MI5 and MI6 don't know what the Khalistanis are up to in London. They know it. Okay. So, at what point of time, Joyita Basu, can we take a position that you are either with us or you are against us?
well, For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.